Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm excited. This mission that I found here now is probably my new go-to Viggen mission to just have fun. And let me set it up for you. Basically, this is a harbor strike mission that comes with the Normandy map. Now, I've owned the Normandy map since the last sale. However, this mission, and I think the cold start, was never available to me. It might even be all of them. Was never available to me because I didn't own the World War II Assets package. So the mission was here like it is right now, but I would click it to start it, and it would start to load, and then it would say, oh, sorry, you don't own the World War II Assets Pack, so you can't play this mission. So I recently picked up the World War II Assets Pack with the Spitfire, and I was a little disappointed because I thought by getting that Assets Pack it was going to open up more missions for the Spitfire for me that I didn't have, but it doesn't. It doesn't come with missions, it's just the objects that are needed to create more immersive World War II missions, if that makes any sense. They are World War II objects, like a bunch of different vessels and maybe some buildings, I think, that resemble World War II stuff, and vehicles that are World War II. But let's go into this and I will show you. Now, I've made another video at 3840 by 1080 because this is so beautiful that I just wanted to see it at its very best. Immersion wise and depth perception wise, VR is absolutely beautiful as well. But man, if you think this looks good, wait till you see the video where it's 3840 by 1080. And, you know, no less than 59 FPS all the way up to 90 to 100, you know. Really cool stuff. So basically there's several transports docked at the harbor. You've been tasked to bomb the docked ships, and you're using this. There's 16 SB71 High Drab Bombs. So there are really. Oh wait, where are the SAMs? I've never seen SAMs on here. That's weird. Yeah, what I was going to get at is this mission is really like the best mission to utilize training using the SB71 High Drab Bombs. And again, every time you start this mission, there's a little bit of blur going on around the cockpit and around the model itself. I don't know what that's all about, but it cleans itself up as you go, which is really weird. Let me turn those objects off. There we go. So the nice thing about the Viggen is you can really just haul ass into where you're going and deploy. What happened there? Oh no, okay, those are my guys. It looked like a parachute with a guy underneath of it for a second, but that's just my shitty eyesight. Those are my other Viggens there going in to do their thing. But I am hauling ass low, and I'm going to nail first set of ships. See up ahead? Now how this works is basically you fly in at the proper level and then the pipper shows up for you. And you put this around the target you want to hit and release. Hold the button in and go up and get the hell out of the way because it's going to make a mess. Boom. Right on target. And look what they did down there. But this harbor looks beautiful, man. Really cool stuff. And I really wasn't a fan of the Normandy map at first. To me it just looked like a big giant quilt of patchwork. And some of the lines are almost like coloring book. If you look at like the map itself, it just looks like they're too straight in some areas, or I don't know, it's hard to describe, but it just looks hand drawn, I guess, instead of real. Especially those straight lines down there. But when filled up with all these different buildings and objects and whatnot, it looks absolutely amazing. So again, I couldn't use this mission until I had the Normandy map and the World War II Assets Pack, and then it opened up to me. And again, this is my new go-to have fun mission to learn how to even use the High Drab Bombs. It's basically go. Alrighty, boom, boom, boom. Very nice. There's a submarine down here too that needs some attention, and we'll take care of that here in a minute. I absolutely love the Viggen though for air-to-ground stuff. I haven't figured out all the systems yet. I think I've got navigation down pretty good. I think I got rockets down pretty good. It's just all the other air-to-ground bombs. Like there's that guided missile or whatever, the air-to-ground missile that, I don't know. To me, it reminds me of a tow missile where you've got to guide it in, and I haven't figured that one quite out yet. Okay, let's bring it up. And again, this comes up when you hold in the trigger, and then the second press is what basically drops. Boom. So you hold the trigger, the first, well, you got to have a dual stage trigger, I guess, to pull this off. If you don't have a dual stage trigger, I guess you have a button to hold in to bring up the queuing, and then a button to release with would be the way I'd imagine you'd have to do it. I have a Warthog, so I'm just using my dual stage trigger to pull this off. Okay, I didn't make this quite the way I wanted to, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this off the way I want to, but I'm too low. Go up. And what you don't want to do is be too low and drop those bombs, because it gets really ugly for you. And I think I was pretty damn close to being too low, plus I wasn't right at the angle I needed to be to drop those efficiently. So we're going to go out, and we're going to turn it around and come back for another pass. But this really is this is my new favorite fun mission to jump in and fly in the Viggen. And this so far has been the mission that has given me my most bang for my buck for having picked up that World War II assets package. I think we have everything on the right side done. Yes, there's nothing there to shoot or blow up, but on the other side over here we've got a couple different targets to take out. Those 4 plus that 1, and we still have that submarine down there that needs to go away. I'm not going to concentrate or worry about him too much. Alright, let's bring it up and drop. That should hit the first few. From the first one to the second one, yes, a 2 for 1. Very good. I'll take that. But just look at this. It looks really good, and it looks even more amazing at 3840 by 1080. You know, there are some days where I go, man, I really wished I would have got the 1440 version of this 49-inch monitor, but I know that in doing that and having 1440 double wide, it really would have taken a performance hit. And I really like the performance and the visual quality I get out of the 3840 by 1080. And the problem is, I think I paid like $700 for this monitor. The 1440 version of that 49-inch monitor would have costed me about another $600. So I really couldn't justify that. And I got such a good deal on it that it was really hard to pay double to go to that next bump. I think if I did anything beyond this, you know, my next step would be 4K. I don't think I would even mess with 1440, to be honest. I was really torn. I almost did a 4K 43-inch monitor. Not a TV, but a 43-inch monitor. And what kept me from doing it was all of those were only 60 hertz panels. If I could have got a 75 or 100 hertz at 4K, or a 120 ideally, that would have been the way to go, I think. But you're not going to get 100 FPS at 4K. So there is that as well, at least with the generation of hardware that we have right now. My 2080 Super is an absolutely amazing card, don't get me wrong. But I know my limitations too, and what's possible. Alrighty, let's get this guy right here lined up in the bracket and drop. And away we go. And we should hit both of them. Yes, we did. Very good. Very good. My wingman's just kind of following me around here. I could tell him to do things too, but that would take the fun away from me doing them. So I'm going to shoot out a little further this time because I want to hit that submarine, and he's kind of right back there. Let's come out of burn. Not usually good to try to turn while you're going triple burn. He is right about there. So we're going to go down and basically take out this sub that's sitting here protecting the harbor. You know, it's really weird. I haven't seen any of those SAMs or the other, you know, threats that were listed as being here. Now, I don't want to go too low because, again, you'll blow your damn head off trying to do this if you do it wrong. And drop. Destroyed. Very good. Now what do we have left? I think we have one guy over here. Yes, the other one's on fire, but it's going to go dead here any minute. So, we're just going to flip over and go out a little bit further here and make our turn. Oh, I forgot about this. HUD reflector. Yeah, I forgot I can move that. The hard part is with a mouse and VR, getting that back. I totally forgot about this button. There we go. Alright, we went out far enough to make that a nice run. I was messing around with my track IR again in widescreen mode, and it's so hard to get used to after having done this in VR. It sucks that you do have to have two ways to play, because track IR with 3840 by 1080 is absolutely amazing. And if I get a mission where I know it's too much for VR, I'll just fly it at widescreen with the track IR, because I know I'm going to get better visuals and I know I'm going to get way better performance. And it's still immersive. It's just, VR is addictive, man. It's like the thing you love to hate, you know? It's just so good you keep going back to it. Kind of like that one ex-girlfriend. Righty and drop. Too soon. Oh, but I killed it anyway. Well, there we go, guys. That is it. I think I can safely call it. That is the Harbor Strike mission. Again, you do need to own the Viggen. You do need to own the World War II Assets Pack and the Normandy Map, all three, to play this, but this really is one of the most fun missions for the Viggen and to deploy the high drag bombs in. Super fun. This is my practice mission pretty much more than anything, or just when I want to just blow things up and have that satisfaction of blowing things to smithereens. I mean, I could turn around right now and go blow up all the buildings too. It's just so much fun. And again, it's very good practice for the Viggen. So I'm going to leave it at that, guys. As always, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And until next time.